Good morning, everyone. It's Gail with Traders Help Desk, and in this video I'm actually going to go over the new binary signal strategies that I've developed. And the issue was that a lot of users were having trouble reading the stochastics because the stochastics that they were using was not the same as my stochastics. So I developed a strategy that actually verifies the criteria using a higher time frame, and then if the criteria is met, it issues a signal. Now, if you will notice, these are the strategy analysis, and the only thing we're looking at actually is the winning percentages. Here on the, let's do the USD JPY first, because that's the one that underperforms. So in this case, on the shorts, you're running about 50%. On the longs, it's 53%. Between the two of them, you're running right at 52%. Then on the Aussie dollar, you have 51% on the short trades, 52% on the long trades, overall 52% for all trades. And you can see the number of trades is 7,380, 7,707. On the euro dollar, it's 7,800 trades, 53% on the shorts, 55% on the longs. Overall is 54.44%. Then if you go down to the USD Swiss franc, does not have as many trades because it only runs from 8 o'clock in the morning until 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And you can see on the short trades you have 57%, the long trades 53%, and overall a 55% winning ratio. Now, can you make money using these percentages? And this is where I actually use an Excel spreadsheet to answer that question. Okay, this is the Excel spreadsheet, and for you to understand it, I want to go over a couple of things first. One, I'm using an average risk to reward ratio of 1.3, and the minimum risk is 35. That represents an out of the money, and 45 would be slightly out of the money, like 1 to 2 ticks out of the money. So as you can see, with a 49% winning ratio, which shows you here it calculated 49.15 because this randomly generates and will not always hit that exact number, you can see that initially you might have been off to a rough start, but then the strategy did kick in and it did make money. Now, if we go and regenerate trades again, you can see that at 47%, right at 48%, you kind of off to a rocky start, then it makes money. This could also be where it was losing money. At 49%, again, you might be off to a rocky start before it kicks in and makes money. Now, this is the one I really wanted to show. It's at 46%. And you can see, while initially it made money, then it went down. This magical number seems to be 48 from all of the analysis that I have done. So as long as you're able to achieve a 48% winning ratio with a risk to reward ratio of 1.3, then you would be able to actually be profitable in trading, hopefully. So what is a 1.3 risk to reward ratio? Well, let's say that you made $50, okay, but you were only risking $35, okay? That gives you a 1.42 risk to reward ratio. So what if I change this to, let's say, 45? That gives you a 1.285 risk to reward ratio, which is just about at the 1.3 area. And all I'm doing is dividing the profit that I made on a trade by the risk on the trade. Okay, so what if I went maybe 48? In other words, I was able to capture $48 in profit while only risking $35. Then I would be over the 1.3 that I needed to achieve it. Now, do I always use out of the money binary options? No, it all depends on what the risk is. For example, this one I was able to actually enter the market with $40 of risk. I set a target at 50. I set a target at 10, which allowed me to capture $50 of that profit. And that happened relatively quickly. Now, if I expand this chart, you can see here you entered the market, and probably here at expiration you were about break even. You entered here, made money on this one, made money on this one, and then lost money here. This one actually did try to give you money. Your entry was at 107. It moved down to 106.92 and formed a reversal bar to the upside. Now, if you did not take your profits on this bar, then you ended up losing money. Okay? And this is an important concept with traders. You have to take what the market is offering. When this reversal bar to the upside formed, this is indicative that the next bar would be bullish. If you did not take profits, of course you lost money. And that just comes into managing your trade, has nothing to do with the entry or the strategies. If we expand the euro dollar, you can see here the next bar gave you profits. Here, either you were at break even or you lost money, made money on this one. Here, it was probably a break even at most. In here, of course, you lost money and then you made money here. So again, this just makes it a little bit easier for those people that are following the binary signals. And again, it gives you a definitive risk to reward ratio to try to capture. Now, sometimes I'll get 1-to-1. Sometimes I get under 1-to-1. But on average, as long as I am able to get that 1.3, I know that more than likely over time I'm going to make money. And that's really what it's all about. One other aspect of the binaries is being able to enter. You can see this is actually the current strike. And if I was to set a $45 offer price, more than likely there it was, I would get filled. Additionally, see that one strike up is $33. So you can see you are getting or able to achieve the risk to reward that I showed in the spreadsheet. And this one has an hour and a half left. And you can see now it's at 43, 41. Again, just an example where you can get these binaries at the risk that is shown in that spreadsheet. You just have to make sure that you shop around and you're just not jumping in on a whim.